Welcome to this segment of GatesAir Live. Come on in, let's go check it out. Hey, this is Nick from GatesAir, and today we have a special treat. I'm in the Quincy campus, and I'm talking with Tony Gervasi. Tony, where are you?
Hey, Nick, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You just got me doing some testing on the Imodium Q36 space modulator.
Okay.
Actually, I'm here at the Intraplex Lab at my house in Delray Beach, Florida.
Very cool. I know over the last year we've done a lot of Zoom calls together, and I've seen your Intraplex Lab evolve quite a bit. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you're testing today?
Yeah, sure. I have a complete assortment of the Intraplex flavors of gear here in house. Makes it real easy for me to set up configurations, to run trials and testing, whether it be on the IPLs or the HDLs. But lately, most of my time has been with this bad boy right here, the Ascent and the Ascent Media Gateway.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. In our Intraplex product line, a lot of engineers are using 950 HD links and our IP link STLs. But how does the Ascent fit into that environment?
Yeah, great question. It fits perfectly for those who need to take their IP to the next step, or for those who need to jump into the IP world when it comes to getting rid of T1s or legacy type of STLs. Even just putting 950 gear up sometime is becoming impossible through moves and whatnot, and fiber and IP is becoming relatively easy to get everywhere. So that's where this bad boy comes into play.
What kind of clients would be interested in Ascent today?
Wow, who'd be interested in Ascent? I'm thinking, who wouldn't want to be interested in Ascent?
Sure.
They can do everything, man. Anybody who has existing Interplex gear, they're using IPLs at their studio, they want to upgrade and move those out to the transmitter site and have a high density product at the studio. It's also good for the engineer who's stepping into or already has a house that's running LiveWire or WheatNet or any other type of AES67 audio. We can ingest all of those and then transport them out linear or other type of compressed algorithms to the far end destinations or multiple destinations.
Well, I know that the flexibility is one of the major technical advantages of our products. Can you share briefly just one of your favorite use cases with us?
One of my favorite cases I just worked on and for a project for a group where they needed, with the passing of Rush, they needed the ability to do a show, and they didn't want to spend the money on doing an uplink. Satellite time now has become more of a commodity than it used to be, and becoming more and more expensive is getting the signal from point A to point B and whatnot, and then not to mention putting dishes up where you didn't have dishes in the past. So now what we're doing is using the Ascent Media Gateway through a CDN and IPLs. They're originating a program in Jacksonville, and it's being fed to, I think, 8 different radio stations using the IP link through the Ascent Media Gateway, using dynamic stream splicing with full contact closures and metadata and all that good stuff. And it actually it works great. I mean, it gives you all the stability that you would have, and normally with the satellite, especially when you're using dynamic stream splicing, gives you redundancy, and it gives you the ability to be able to send audio from point A to point B, or B to C and C to D and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of flexibility there.
Tony, that's a great story. Now, I know in our chats together, you're constantly pushing the envelope on bandwidth and other feature sets. In fact, I heard you got another piece of gear for future testing. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, what I like to do here at the house is I test all types of connections to ensure stability and throughput. One thing we always talk about is bandwidth is easy to get. Bandwidth is easy to get. Very fortunate that we have a great working partnership with MaxConnect, so we were using them to test cellular connection, and now I have SpaceX Starlink here at the house. So now it gives me the ability to process and test, if you would, different types of signals going up and down. So I'm actually sending out through my cable company and then receiving back down through SpaceX, and I've sent everything from full linear composite 5 meg streams all the way down to the smallest, using Opus 64, and to do all kinds of testing.
Well, Tony, I can say for sure that it's nice to see that we're on the bleeding edge of technology. Thank you for all you do, and I look forward to traveling with you again.
Thanks, Nick. Look forward to working with you on all these great projects. Thanks.